All right. Barakatah YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. Barakatah YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. Barakatah YAHAWAH YAHAWASHI. Barakatah YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation to all the Akim out there that's doing the work. So this is beautiful right here. I have just a brief, quick lesson to go through. The newborn babies are set to be microchipped. So this was an article I had saved a little while ago, which I read the early part of last year. And here on the computer screen it says here that let me turn the camera so you can see. Right. It says here, all European newborn babies will be microchipped from December 2016. All right. And you can check this article out yourself. But I also have another article, to show you that they actually start chipping these babies, these newborn babies. All right. So this is from the Natural Healing magazine. It says all European newborn babies will be microchipped from December 2016. And as you can see here, let me go back and show you. As you can see right here, right here, this is from March 19, 2016 of last year. All right, right here. All right. So now here it is. Now let's jump into this article. All right. It says here. Have you heard the shocking news? On December 2016, throughout Europe, newborn children will be compelled to take a subcutaneous RFID chip. Okay. It says all newborn children throughout Europe will be compelled to take a subcutaneous RFID microchip. Public clinics in the European Union are to be alerted. The chip would be implanted under the skin of the baby. All right. All right. It says this chip will perform as a GPS sensor that will task with a micro disposable battery every 2 years in state clinics. The data collected from one or more sensors in the body would be transmitted to cell phone or tablets where apps would give parents and pediatrician insight into the baby's health and condition in real time. This is just a bunch of shit, but we know what the scriptures say. All right, so I'm just gonna go through this article, and then I'm gonna go through the other article to show you that they have already started microchipping these children. All right, and you already have babies that has already been chipped, and they're gonna be destroyed. Those babies are gonna be destroyed. All right. So reading on, right? It says, but what many people do not realize is that this technology exists right now. Right, this is it. This technology is out here right now because out there on the streets teaching, a lot of people don't even know about this RFID microchip. All right. It says, and has already been approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration for use in humans. All right. Not only do these chips silently and invisibly store and transmit personal data, but they can also be encoded to perform a variety of other functions. All right, so this chip can be able to control your children as well. Tell them when to go to sleep. Tell them when to go to the bathroom. Tell them when to smile, when to laugh. All of that shit. All right. All right. It says, according to our resources, the chip will be essential for all kids born after May 2014. But with a present confirmation due date until May 2020. Thanks for reading, and don't forget to share with your family and friends. All right, so this is a good article. Once again, let me go back here. It says here, have you heard the shocking news? On December 2016, throughout Europe, newborn children will be compelled to take a subcutaneous RFID chip. All right. Now I have another article here. All right, and this one is from the real truth, from the realtruth.org. All right, let me show you here. All right, from the realtruth.org. Right, it says mark of the beast. Microchip, the mark of the beast, is a digital implant. The mark of the beast talked about in the book of Revelation. All right. Now, I'm going to dig into the heart of this article now. All right. So now, let's get into it. Because, like we brought out in the other article, right? Like we brought out in the other article, children will be compelled to take this RFID chip. All right. So now here in this article, from the realtruth.org, it says here, check this out. Right, it says, after an exhausting 18 hours, this is a mother now, all right? After an exhausting 18 hours in labor, a mother delivers a healthy baby, and the parents are overwhelmed with emotion to see their firstborn come into the world, all right? Now, they're happy they had a child, safe delivery and all that, healthy baby, right? It says, nursing staff wheeled the child into the newborn ward with a smiling father following. So this guy, this parent, this father, he's happy, all right? But now check this out. It says, but his joyful expression suddenly changes into a distressed frown when a nurse takes a stainless steel syringe and insert a microchip capsule into the child's right hand. Showing you that they has already started chipping these children, and that child is going to be destroyed. All right? That child is going to be destroyed. All right? Let me read that again. It said, but his joyful expression, talking about this father, suddenly changes into a distressed frown when a nurse takes a stainless steel syringe and inserts a microchip capsule into the child's right hand. The healthcare worker quickly reassures the concerned father that this is a standard procedure. So this is standard, like we just brought out. That's the article. The first article I read, that was from March 19, 2016. Now we almost in March again. This 2017. All right. Now let's read the scriptures now. All right. Check this out. This is Revelation 13 and 16. All right? And it reads, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, in his right hand or in his forehead. All right? And that no man may buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. All right. So this child is then outfitted with this mark. That child ain't have no chance of even getting to know the Lord. That's a spirit. That was a wicked spirit, and the Lord didn't want that. All right. That's why He allowed that child to be chipped. All right. Now let's get the punishment for that. All right. This is Revelation 14 and 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his right hand or on his forehead or right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right? That's speaking about those nuclear fire, the nuclear destruction. All right, so that child ain't have no chance. That child is going to be obsolete. That child is already finished. That child is already finished. All right? That child is already finished. Boy, I tell you, it says, RFID is an advanced identification process which an individual or check this out. Oh shit, check this out. It says RFID is an advanced identification process in which an individual or an item, that's what they classify new people as, items. All right, because when you read Revelation, you know, let me see if I can find it. When it speaks about the souls of men. All right. Let me see if I could find it. It speaks about the souls of men and slaves and all them. You know. You ask him out there, you know the scripture I'm looking for. They can't of dog head, so Salaki for that. Alright. Alright. This is Revelation 18 and 12. Alright, because this article says here, RFID is an advanced identification process in which an individual or an item tagged with a specific ID number. Alright, showing you that you're nothing but a slave when you take this chip and you give up the Most High as your power. Alright? So let me read the scripture just to solidify that point. But the overall point is they already start microchipping those people. I'm just going to speak on this right here. Revelation 18 and 12. Right? It's not at 11. It's not at 10. Alright, it says, standing afar off, fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And thy merchant of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and of fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of precious wood and of brass and of iron and marble, cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour, wheat and beasts and sheep, horses and chariots, slaves and the souls of men. Okay, that's why I have here RFID, an advanced identification process in which an individual or item is tagged with a specific ID number, showing you that you're nothing but a slave. The elites want to slave you. But overall, my overall point I want to make here is this, going back to this article, it says all European newborn babies will be microchipped from December 2016. Right, and it says, through Europe, newborn children will be compelled to take in subcutaneous RFID chip. But now here it says this, but his joyful expression suddenly changes into a distressed frown when a nurse takes a stainless steel syringe and insert a microchip capsule into the child's right hand. All right, the healthcare worker quickly reassures the concerned father that this is the standard procedure. Now that's even damn with the mic. All right. So I hope that you few brothers and sisters out there were edified. Until the next lesson. Shalom.